Hello guys, welcome to Online Web Tutor presented by Profotech Solutions team, and I am Sanjay. So in this video session we will learn that how will we make our Ajax request to server in WordPress. So this is part 13th of this video series, and in the last video session we have discussed that how can we register our custom JavaScript by using either add WP head action hook as well as by using WP localize script function. So in this video session we are going to make our first Ajax request to server, means a simple request that how we make our connectivity to the server by JavaScript code if you want to make hit from JS code. Okay, so to achieve this task we need to make some code here. So let me remove that. This is the code guys that we have written in our last video session to means add our custom JavaScript code by using WP head action hook. Okay, just remove that. So we don't need any more, so name it as admin Ajax URL, suppose Ajax URL, and it takes as value admin URL and value something like admin ajax.php. Let me remove this object value, Ctrl S to save, and just go to the administrator panel and refresh this page. Go to site and let me check the value of this key, that is Ajax URL. Copy of that and Ctrl U, Ctrl F and Ctrl V. Okay, this is the handle for this JavaScript. Okay. So we are going to make our first Ajax request to the server. To achieve this task we actually receive some parameters from JavaScript code by the help of which we handle the request which comes from the JS code. Okay, so let me write some codes for JavaScript code first. Click on assets, JS and script.js, click on. Okay, let me make some codes for that. So I want that on a button click. Okay, so let me do that. Document dot on and it's a click event. Let me, the name of button should be btn click function. Just need to write the custom cursor. Let me check that. Console.log online web tutor. Okay, just copy this class name and open the page for views, add new, click on edit, just remove off this code and let me add a button in paragraph tag. Button click me, and the class name should be something like this, btn click. Okay, we have done so far, it's nothing. We have changed add new function, means add new file, add new.php. Actually we have attached this file with our first sub menu, that is add new. This is the callback function which basically includes the path for add new.php. Okay, these all concepts we have seen in our last videos. So if you are a beginner from this video session, then please watch my previous video session to get the clear concept about the code of this plugin, because we have written a huge amount of code, as you can see, from previous video sessions to still this video. Okay, so we have just added a button in click me and the class is btn click. When we click this button, then this code will be fired and it logs online web tutor into the console section of browser. Okay, let me refresh that. just click on comment section, add new, and just open the console, inspect element, console section, click on this and just click me. Okay, nothing happens. Let me check that. Just click on view page source, find script.js, and here is it. Click on it. Okay, we have coded, guys. Yeah, so where is the code? Let me control F5. Yeah, that's it. So just refresh once more. And one more thing, guys, as you can see from the error, that actually WordPress does not understand $sign, and also we need to include the jQuery file because we are going to use some events of jQuery. So just write jQuery, and also we need to add our something like jQuery file. Just go type yourself. Okay, just click close this, and just we need to copy up that jQuery main.js. This is the library file of jQuery. Copy up that, and we need to add for now into this file. Control S to save, and just go to our page, just refresh this, and there is no more right now. Just click on. Now you can see, guys, online web tutor is now console. As you can see, this is the message that we have written into on click event of this into script.js. Okay, now we have to make a request, so just remove this. To use the request handler to make a request from JavaScript code to server, we have to use something like $.post method. It's a jQuery method which is used basically to post a form to the server. If you guys don't know about this function, then go to the jQuery documentation section and just read about this post method. Okay, and we need to pass the parameters here. First one is the URL section. Okay, second should parameter, and third one is the function name which handles the request of this post method. Okay, we need to pass the URL of this method, and as you know, in the last video session we have registered something like Ajax URL. Okay, so by using localized script, and I told you in last video session that Ajax URL, something like this URL, is actually basically handles all the Ajax request comes from either plugin or theme. It's a global URL. Just copy of this Ajax URL and let me paste it here. So before using this function, let me check the value of Ajax URL, paste it here, remove this, just refresh this. File not found. Okay, script2.js, just we have to remove this. Just remove this. Just click on this. Yeah, we are getting the value of Ajax URL. So by the help of this URL, we are going to make our JavaScript code, means our server request. Okay, so just go through this Ajax URL, and we need to pass here the parameters. Okay, so to make the parameters like post data, and the value should be like action equal to something like custom plugin library, and parameter equal to get message, something we are going to pass such type of value. Okay, just click and paste it here, and this is a function which actually the post method handles, and it takes the response from the server, and just we have to console this message response semicolon. Okay, I know guys you don't understand the code what we have written so far. Okay, keep patience. I will explain each and every step that I have written in front of you by using this post method. First parameter is Ajax URL. As we have seen, this parameter actually comes from WP localized script which we have used to register the global URL for Ajax handling. So if we copy this URL and find to your source code, then you can find this is the path. This is the URL actually we will use to handle our Ajax request. Okay, and the second parameter of script is to send these variables to server to handle our Ajax request. How this file actually knows the request comes from a custom plugin. So these are the parameters. Action tell you that we have to use this library, and parameters tells that this function actually executes when the request comes from this plugin. So this is the parameter which we have to pass to execute the particular function on button click. Okay, so and to handle our Ajax request, let's add some PHP codes. So if request equal to then switch request okay case when it's custom plugin library, copy of that, paste it here, then add action admin init admin initialization, add custom plugin library, this is the function name, copy of this, paste it here, global object to PDB, and include a file for handling our Ajax request. That is something like we have used for adding our this, just copy this, paste it here. Okay, instead of views, let me make library folder, and in this library folder we have to make a file something like custom plugin lead.php. okay, this is the file which basically responsible to handle our Ajax request. Let me open that. Okay, so what the value here is, if it's set, now we will check the request comes from custom plugin library and parameters will be get message. So let me copy of this. So if the action is custom plugin library, if let me check that if the action is set, okay, if the action parameter is set, then we will pass this action to switch, and switch compares this action value with this. If the case value should be custom plugin library, then it fires admin initialization method and it adds a function. It actually includes a function, and this function basically includes a file which is basically responsible to handle our Ajax request. Step by step, first it checks the action param is set or not. Okay, second, if set class to switch method, okay, to match cases, as you can see, and match case. And this is for nothing, this is the function attached with the action hook, and here is the Ajax handler file, within library folder. Okay, so by getting the value custom plugin library, and custom plugin library values comes from action, it also send a parameter like param. Okay, so to go to custom plugin library, this is the file that which handles the Ajax request. So if let me get param, it's set request param, copy that, paste it here. If is not empty, just we have to check this value is empty or not. If it is not empty, then if get param equal to something like get message, paste it here, and something like echo JSON input array, name should be something like online web tutor, Kumar. Okay, so let me check that. Just go to OK or open close tab, Control 5 to F, refresh, inspect element, console, just click on it, nothing happens. Let me check that. Okay, so our actually request comes from here, and now actually it goes to Ajax URL with the post data custom plugin library. Just copy that, and here is custom plugin library. By getting this parameter, it actually fires a method, and this is the parameter, and here is the file. Okay guys, actually the file that we have made to handle is actually the file is custom plugin lib. Okay, add new is not the file, custom plugin lib. And of course at the last section, that is something called break on this case. Okay, so let me refresh that. Actually we forgot to add the exact file of Ajax handler with the click. So just one click, as you can see, name online web tutor, Sanjay, Kumar is the author. When we click once more, so this is the guys that request handles by our server. So if you go to network section, just click on it, click me, so you can check admin Ajax is the path, and the URL you can see localhost learn wp first app wp admin ajax.php. Let me click that. So at the header section you can see the Ajax URL, and the request is 200. It's okay, and the parameter actually it is sending to the server is something like as you can see, and upon go to preview, that is the value will get online web tutor and Sanjay Kumar, and the last value 0 is because just you need to make the die at the last. Click on die just to save, and just click on refresh, click on this, click me. So if you can check that this is the value you will get from server, and this time 0 is not. Okay, so this is how we make our Ajax request by our script file to the server. Now I'm explaining each and every point in great detail. First, we have to write our post method, and this is the jQuery method, guys. You have to read from its documentation by going jQuery library file. Okay, and this is the Ajax URL which we have appended by using our WP localized script. As you can see, admin URL, and this is the path for admin ajax.php. Okay, which actually handles the request, as you have seen, request of this path. So we need a URL, and this URL actually is given by admin ajax. Okay, now the second parameter is the post data. Post data first is action. Action means by getting this action, we know that it actually comes from our plugin file, and by getting this parameter, we have checked first the value is not. If this is the value actually we got from our custom plugin, then by getting this value we have fired a function which includes a library file. Okay, and this is the library file, as you can see, which handles the request, and it also gives a parameter of name param, and we have passed, as you can see, param, and param is get message is the function, and by getting get message function, this by getting comparing get message, and it fires the method and gives the value to it. Okay, so this is the step-by-step guide which I have given to you guys to use the Ajax request to our plugin. So this is the very basic request that I have made. In our next video session we will make wide range of Ajax request, means database queries we will run by using Ajax request. We will insert, we will delete, update, means multiple times queries we will run by help of Ajax request. So this is the basic request. You have to remember step by step that we have explained so far. First, post method. Second, post data. Okay guys. Third, check request at plugin file, attach library file. Fifth, handle Ajax request. Okay, and send response to file to user, and by getting response to user, these all response are actually stored under this response object, as you can see, and this response we have actually console made message. So this is the step-by-step guide. First one is post method we have used. Second is the post data we have used. Third one is check plugin file, check the request is coming from our plugin or not. If this is the case, then we have to include this file. This is step number 4, and finally we have to handle our Ajax request. So guys, step by step we have discussed that how can we include our Ajax request and handle all the requests to our custom plugin. So I hope you understood this video session very clearly. If you have any queries, any questions, just make comment to this video session. I will give my reply as soon as possible. So in next video session we will see vast number of queries to database with Ajax request. So for this video session, thank you for watching. Have a great day.